Hello, welcome to another video. It's kind of like a part two from my last video. Went over your mind, your thinking, your emotions, and all that stuff. And basically, your emotions and your thoughts or whatever change all the time. And so that can't be you, really, because the you is the entity or whatever, the self that's observing your thoughts, right? Because you can take a step back and whatever. And that's not a new idea. I didn't come up with that. It's been around for a long time. Other people have talked about it. But basically, it was important for me to like think about that. And like it's still important, I think. Because I still get like swept away by emotions and stuck in thoughts and whatever. And you have to like remind yourself and think about putting in like conscious effort to back up and be like, oh yeah, that's just like a thing going on in my head. It's not me or whatever. So this video is kind of like part two of that. And I guess the takeaway from that video was like your thoughts and emotions can be swayed. Other people can sway them with ideas and stuff, getting thoughts into your head, and because of that, it can like affect what you do in your life and the actions that you take. So it's like you have to really consider what it is that you think, why you think it, where it came from, all that stuff, and then have like a separation. Well, I guess you don't have to, but you have to like, or you can realize that you are observing it and you're separate from that. So today's video is like a part two of this part here where all that stuff's happening. All your thoughts and your emotions and whatever. That's all only happening in this one part of your mind where you're actually aware and like where you are observing from. But in the rest of this stuff here, most of your mind is actually unconscious. And that's not a new idea either. Everybody's heard of the subconscious or whatever. Like, you can prove this to yourself just by like thinking about, well, I'm not like controlling my breathing until I sit here and actually think about it, and then I'm like, oh, I actually have to breathe now. I have to like think about that. But when you're not thinking about breathing, you're like, there is a part of your mind that's taking care of that for you. There's a part of your mind taking care of like your digestion and taking care of your heartbeat, all that stuff, your body functions, all that. And yeah, so you have this aware part of your head, but you're like just a narrow sliver of what is actually going on. So like your aware thing that you're focusing on whatever is in your little cone. And this isn't like revolutionary or whatever, but like you're thinking about whatever's in your field of view, but your unconscious is picking up everything else, whatever is going on around you, like your environment. I don't know, whatever is on the wall, just random stuff around you. Whatever this thing is. And so the rest of your mind is like, it's picking up all the other stuff outside of your narrow focus, and it's getting something from that. It's like taking that data in, it's like processing that too. And I think it's important to realize that, because it changes like your relationship with your subconscious in a way. Because normally you think of your subconscious as like, oh, that's where my dreams happen. That's where, emotions and stuff bubble up from. That's all just under here, and I am in control. I'm the dominant, like, observer doing all this stuff, and you are. But your subconscious has a huge amount of your mind at its disposal. And it's really your subconscious that's like running what's going on for you internally. Like anytime you learn something, you like learn how to walk or whatever, you don't even remember how you learned it. You're not like consciously thinking about how to take a step, like how to balance your weight, or like how to use, your equilibrium to figure out if you're going to fall over or whatever. But your subconscious is using that. Your subconscious has access to your memory from way back when you were like a little toddler figuring it out. Like it has all that. And it has all this data from like as your body grew and it adjusted your walk and all that stuff. And like figured it out so that you like don't have to have it in here in this little tiny aware bubble. So I think it's important to like have this kind of idea, even if it's not new, just to realize that your subconscious is there to make, like, it's there to support the observer. So like being this observer looking at thoughts and emotions, like your subconscious brings up emotions and whatever. It's your job to like think about that and analyze what it is that's going on, what your subconscious is saying to you, or why you're feeling this and that. But like you direct the focus of your beam and decide what you're going to like pay attention to. So like people are complaining about, your parents probably complain, like tell you not to watch TikToks, and like I don't know what the TikTok symbol is. Tell you not to like play video games, all that stuff. Don't waste your time. And I don't know if that's necessarily true, but like you should consider the fact that like whatever you're putting in this cone is you directing your subconscious to like care about that, put it into memory, and like use that information, that data back in here so that you don't have to think about it. So like if you're trying to learn stuff, if you're trying to like do things, what you really want to do is realize like it's your responsibility as the observer to direct your cone and put it on things that are like useful to what you're trying to do. So I don't know, let's say you're trying to like learn how to paint pictures or whatever. What you would do then is put in the man hours painting in as many different styles and stuff as you can, with all the different brushes that you could touch, all the different paints that you can think of, any kind of ideas at all that come to mind. You want to put all that into your cone right? Because there's going to be extraneous stuff around here that you're not even going to like consciously know is happening, and your subconscious is going to pick up all that nuance, all those details, and absorb it. And by failing and doing all this stuff where you're trying all kinds of crazy things with your painting, it's going to give your subconscious like a massive amount of data, massive amount of information, stuff to work with, and it's going to be able to better help your conscious, your aware part to not have to like think about that stuff as much and focus on like the higher level things so you can get better even faster. And I don't know, the other point like I was thinking about this is because you're picking up all these extraneous details stuff just in your life, the environment that you're in like your home or wherever you go and like people you hang around and stuff, like all that is putting things into your subconscious. So maybe your parents are right, like you can't just sit there watching TikTok all day or whatever, because all those ideas, all those things are going to feed into this in some way. And I guess because of that, it's going to affect your thoughts and how you see yourself and all that stuff. Like even watching my video, there's things about it that are going to like seep into your subconscious and change it. And it might not necessarily be the way that you want it to be. So I was thinking maybe like this is a reason why you gotta like clean up your environment or like have it the way that you want, and think about like, I don't know, the color of your room. Like think about like, do I want this purple walls? Maybe you'd rather have blue because it's like a calming color or something. Maybe that affects the subconscious. But yeah, because we're the aware center of the mind, we're the observer, it's now our responsibility to like think about all this stuff, give the subconscious good data to work with, and yeah, we have a lot of power in that maybe you don't realize. Anyways, that was my part 2, my rant. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.